yet another episode here at Breakthrough with Jeff. This is the place where we live life with zero limits. We believe that there are no limits unless we allow them to be there. And so, if you're joining us today, I'm so delighted to have my dear coach, Coach Caro. Please introduce yourself and tell us what you do so that
Thank you,
people
Jeff. Thank you, my coach. My name is Coach Wanjiku. I am an agent of change. I am a certified life coach from Destiny Life Coaching.
Wow, awesome, fantastic. And tell us, coach, what really inspired you to becoming a life coach?
Life coach has been my greatest dream. It was my biggest dream for a long time. I
Yeah.
remember it's something I had started like 20 years back, but I
20
didn't really do
years.
much. Yes, yes. I started and
Wow.
then just somewhere in the middle I dropped off, and then I
Yes.
never did anything about it for all these years until now. So
Mm-hmm.
it has been my passion. I got into coaching because of my own past trials, traumas, tribulations. I am a firm believer that we experience things in life because we are here to help others.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Tell us more about that. You talked about tribulations and traumas.
uh
Sometimes we look at coaches and we think they were dropped from some fine
no,
place
no,
in heaven.
no, no. Actually, most of them
What
are
have you
made.
gone through? What's your story?
Yeah, most of the coaches are made from what they've gone through.
Mm.
So mine is quite a story. It's maybe two books or three books, but I'll try
Wow.
and summarize it.
Give us a chapter.
Yes, a few
Yeah.
chapters, in
Uh-huh.
fact. So
Yeah.
I grew up in a nice, loving home, but that love never got to me. So I didn't have a very nice childhood.
Mm-hmm.
And so growing up was tough. I was an only child. My sibling was born 12 years later. So I became the deputy parent immediately he was born. So I brought him up actually with my own kids. And so that time at home, you'd think maybe being an only child, life would be soft, life would be good, but it wasn't. I
Mm.
struggled for love. I struggled to be noticed. I struggled for everything.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
that went on until my teenagehood.
Mm.
And so immediately after my high school, I moved out of home
Mm-hmm.
to go look for love. But
Mm.
unfortunately, I was looking for it the wrong places.
Yes.
So the very first boyfriend that told me that he loves me, I fell
Mm-hmm.
for it.
Mm.
Now that made things worse because it only worked for a very short time,
Yes.
and things started going haywire.
Mm.
Of course,
Mm.
after getting my first kid, and now the guy changed completely.
Yeah.
Um, things were not as expected. 2 years later, I got another one,
Mm-hmm.
and I left. I went back home, the same home that I was running away from.
Yes.
So it wasn't so nice at home. My mom didn't take it so good.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a tough journey.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Trying to build yourself, you're back home to your mother who was so hostile to you, and now you've come back not alone but with two kids.
Wow.
Uh, so I was struggling for a job,
Mm-hmm.
and don't forget, I dropped out of college just when I was joining.
Yes.
Uh, so getting a job anywhere was almost impossible. So it was I worked in different places, but it was out of mercy
Mm.
for people's mercies, because now you don't have papers, you don't have what. So it's for you, ujitole. Your experience is
Yeah.
what will keep you there.
Wow.
Anyway, I managed. I
Yeah.
managed and I brought up my two kids. And after a few years again, I fell for it, and I met another Mr. Right who wasn't anything close to my dreams or what I expected.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was worse than even the first one.
Oh my.
It was worse than the first one.
Yes. Yeah.
So somehow he managed to convince me to get another baby. Still
Yeah.
looking for love at the wrong place.
Yes.
Uh, it was one of those come we stays.
Mm.
So this is what made me an agent of change, and mostly to women,
Yes.
because when we do this come we stays, you are
Yeah.
under people's mercies. It is how
Yes.
now he wants to treat you. I mean, you've already given me a baby that I wanted, so what else am I seeking you for, you know? So it is
Yes.
his show now. It is now his
Yes.
show.
Come on.
Yes,
Preach.
yes, yes. So yeah, it was rosy just for a very short time, and then now reality hits.
Yeah.
You've added another baby, and Mr. Right has now not is now not Mr. Right again.
Mr. Wrong. Mm-hmm.
Yes, he's now Mr. Wrong. I mean,
Yeah.
all all the wrongs are now there.
Yes.
So it is now for you to sit there and start thinking, what was I thinking? You've added
Mm-hmm.
another baby, and of course all the businesses that I was doing so well at that time, but now all the businesses that you are doing have come down, and
Mm.
you cannot do anything about it. And then I got a sickly baby, so we were in and out of hospitals. It was
Oh
a
my.
long bad story, so I could
Yeah.
not even concentrate on business. My company got into debts with KRA, and
Mm.
streamlining it wasn't so easy. So you're just there being given food,
Mm.
what are you, as in you're literally begging for any everything, from diapers and everything and food.
Mm.
um After a few years, I just decided I forgot myself actually for a few years. I
Yeah.
forgot who I was. I forgot myself as Carol. I forgot myself as a mother. I forgot
Mm.
myself as a sister and a daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I fell
Mm-hmm.
into depression because now I could not add up how all this is happening. And I think I'd put my all my hope and everything. My life was there.
Yes.
I mean, nobody starts anything and then just to see it fall, you know. You start something just knowing it will head somewhere.
Mm.
So I went into depression for about 2 years,
Mm-hmm.
staying home, not leaving home, not being told not to work.
Mm.
You're being disconnected from your friends, and now his friends are now asking him, how could you even be how are you with a lady with two kids, you know? That's too much, that's too much. So all these things are coming into his head, and now he's bringing them home. So
Mm.
it affected me so much. It started affecting my teenage kids.
Mm.
And then after taking medicine for quite some time, just one time I thought, okay, now I'm not leaving the house. I'm not able to leave the house. I'm being told not to leave the house actually.
You're taking medicine
So
for depression.
yes, yes. So I just started thinking, what can I do with this time that I'm in the house? And that is
Mm.
how I became a life coach. That is how I just took a laptop and searched online that now, that dream for 20 years, I now need to bring it back.
Oh, just
And
hold it
searching
there.
online, yes, yes.
Hold it.
So
That's
searching
really the
online
Lord.
on, yes,
That yeah, just hold it there. And for those who are listening, you can get so much from this story. From the time she is in search for that fulfillment, for that love. And if you're a parent and you're listening, you have that environment where you have an opportunity to shape the destiny of your children. You have the opportunity right now to shape the destiny of your children. And there's so much that we get from our families in our upbringing. And most of us, we are product of what we did not get as we were growing up. And you can see the choices that we make after that until now you're making a different choice to become a life coach. Coach, continue.
Yeah, so I went on Google and I write and my desire for now being a life coach was born now for the second time, but passionately, and
Mhm.
I could not think of anything else.
Yeah.
So going on into Google, I looked for a school,
Hmm.
and Destiny Life Coaching is the first school I came across.
Awesome. Thank
And
God.
yes, I thank God. I am so grateful for that.
Yeah.
And actually, as a coincidence, the time I was calling you, Jeff Israel, I was with a friend of mine, and just
Yes.
on phone, she could hear your voice, and she was
Yes.
interrupting me when I was talking to you, telling me say hi to Israel, and I'm like, do you even know who I'm talking to? But she could hear your voice. So after we
Yeah.
spoke, I didn't even tell you. After we spoke, and I disconnected your call, she told
Yes.
me that was my coach. So I had
Interesting.
to call you back again to tell you that was
Wow.
Venus Chengo. You know her.
Yes.
Venus is
Yes.
a great
Yes.
psychologist. She's
Yes.
now a doctor. She did her doctorate.
Yes.
She
Wow.
became, yes, she became
Awesome.
my greatest inspiration to now
Awesome.
make that move now at that time.
Oh,
And I'm
fantastic.
glad to be here.
Yes. Now, coach, when it comes to handling difficult emotions, these
Mhm.
challenging emotions that put us in that place of either depression or that dark place, I mean, what do you believe is a primary factor to consider when someone, because I can imagine someone right now might be listening to us and they're in that spot, they're in this, this in search for love and meaning in all the wrong places, and
Yeah,
they
yeah.
are handling that difficult challenging emotions.
Mhm.
What can someone like that consider when they're going through such a place?
I think the first thing to do is to accept all your emotions
Mm-hmm,
as a
mm-hmm.
natural, and
Yes.
it is so understandable. Don't judge
Yes.
yourself, don't beat
Yes.
yourself. Allow
Mm-hmm.
yourself to feel the emotions. I
Yes.
mean, it is just normal.
Accept.
Accepting how you feel can help you move on so fast. Don't be so hard on yourself.
Mm, mm,
Accept
mm.
this is where you are. It is just a stepping stone. It is just some path you're crossing, and you'll
It's
be
not the
fine.
end. It's not
Yeah,
destiny. It's not the end. I'm not going to die here, but this is
exactly.
where I am right now.
Exactly. This
And
is
that is
just
where
who I am.
people begin to seek help, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, true.
Okay, okay, coach. Is there some technique or a strategy for managing difficult emotions that you can recommend to such a person?
Yes, yes. Emotions like anger, sadness, loneliness,
Mhm.
self criticism, fear, they
Yes.
all come at that time when you're deep in this. And it is allowed. It is painful. It is just a season. It is just
Yeah.
something that you're. So just practice
So you tell
optimism.
yourself this is a
Yes,
season as
yes,
part of the strategy. This is
yes.
not, because I realize, coach, psychologically human beings give up when they tell themselves that this is permanent.
Yeah, true.
Like no matter what
It
you're
is. It
going
is
through
all.
right
It
now.
is all your
Yeah.
mindset. It is all your mindset.
It's a mindset. It's not permanent. The moment you tell yourself is permanent, you're in prison. You
You are
imprison yourself
done. You're
in your
yes.
own mind. So it's
Mm,
a season. This is not the end. I wake up in the morning and I have a different day. Or right now I can change my state.
yeah.
Okay, right now I can change my state. I can take a deep breath. I can, focus on what is empowering. I can focus on the future. I can focus on the present. I can be here right now.
Yes.
Okay. So it's not like coach is saying it's not permanent.
It
Don't
is
tell
not.
yourself it's permanent. And I know maybe you've gone through it for so long, is because you've told yourself a story that this is permanent. All right, so we begin there. Accept this is what you're going through. Accept, be aware. Okay, because some of us, we are not even aware what you are going through. Be aware that I'm in search for love, I'm in search for meaning, I am in search for this is where I am, and this is not permanent. All right, then that opens the door for you to create a new story, an empowering story, isn't it? Anything you want to add there, coach?
No, 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 we're done. I think all I can say is tell somebody, accept your feelings and allow yourself to feel both positive and negative emotions. Let go of the need to control your emotions. Just let it be. Yeah,
Let it be.
yeah,
Be in that moment and
yes,
sit
eh,
with it. It's not forever.
no,
This will pass. This
yes,
too will pass. It's
yes.
not permanent.
Mhm.
Wow. Okay. Awesome. That's a beautiful, beautiful talk right there. Coach, how do you create like consistency in, let's say, that person that wants to create a new empowering um, experience of life? How do you make it consistent? How do you make it permanent? How do you create that lasting change? Any
Mhm.
tips on how to create lasting change? Someone that wants to turn things around, how do you create lasting change, coach?
You can start by planning carefully. You just be transparent to yourself. You be true to yourself.
Yeah.
You can start
Mm-hmm. I
by
got that.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tell yourself the truth. Communicate and I always say set goals. When you set some goals, it gives you some direction, and then accountability also helps.
Mm-hmm.
Consistent decisions,
Mm-hmm.
goals like personal goals, financial goals, long term or short term. That really
Accountability,
helps.
you mean with a coach, with a
Yes,
professional,
yes,
or
with a profession, yeah, with a professional.
professional? Okay.
Yeah, a coach really helps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah,
Awesome. So planning yourself, that self-awareness, accepting yourself. I've just writing this communication,
yeah,
accountability, which
yes,
of course is good when you're doing this with a professional, with a coach. Sometimes we want to do this with our friends, but I realize our friends, there's no commitment to helping you, especially
yeah,
when you are in that low place. You need a professional, someone that you're actually engaging on a professional level, and you're paying them to help you.
yeah.
To help you make that shift. Now, if someone wants to work with you, what kind of people do you work with, coach?
I work with mostly women, but even men, not just women, even men. I encourage them to set goals, to
Mhm.
change their mindsets,
Yeah,
to make them believe in themselves and make
yeah.
the next step that they desire in their lives.
Wow, brilliant,
Yeah,
brilliant.
yeah.
And if someone wants to reach out to you right now, how
Mm-hmm.
can they get you? How can they reach you?
My phone number is 0722
Hmm.
637 485. My Facebook page is Wanjiku.
Hmm.
My Instagram page is Carol Wanjiku Identity Coach.
Hmm.
My email is carolwanjiku@gmail.com.
Hmm.
Yes, yes.
Wow. Wow. Well, there you got it, my dear listener. Today, here at Breakthrough with Jeff, the place where we live life with zero limits. We've been here with Coach Carol and sharing her inspiring story of conquering the unsurmountable, getting on the other side of victory, taking back her power, and becoming the person she was born to be. Right now, helping people, changing the world, rewriting her story, not just her story, but also rewriting, helping lives, families, men and women rewrite their own story. What is your story? And where are you right now at this moment? I want you to just think about that. Where are you right now? And as you reflect on that, you can do with some help. Okay, you can do with some help. So she will leave her contacts below this video so you can connect with her and begin to get um, your life back. I am so inspired, Coach. Thank you so much for sharing your story. Any parting shot? Any parting shot?
My parting shot is that let people embrace life coaching, let people seek help. It is not weakness. Seeking help is not weakness, and it's not only for women, it's also for men. I'm glad that
Yes,
I have most
yes,
men reaching out.
yes,
Yes, before men
yes,
never used to talk, but now we have both of them, and that is
yes.
okay. Yeah, people should know it
Awesome.
is okay to seek help.
Yes. It's
Mm,
not weakness. And you know,
no.
this life is so short. This life is short, but this life is enough if you live it well. Quality, not quantity. You live it well. You live it to the maximum. Now, to do that, you definitely need to engage a coach. You need to set aside that time of reflection where you can really answer critical life issues that guide you to your right path. Thank you so much, Coach. Thank you for serving. Thank you for the work that you're doing. Definitely, we are going to guide people to you and to your channel. Kindly, we will put her links below so you can connect with her. Otherwise, thank you so much for being with us here at Breakthrough with Jeff, where life is lived with zero limits. God bless you. God keep you. Keep rising. Keep believing. We got one life. Live it well. Bye bye. Good night.